What's up, guys? Today we're going to start off with Moisture for Viewer Castles. This castle level's a 26. Looks like it was validated on a knight, so possibly a pretty heavy trap castle. 3,700 hit points on this knight, whereas I only have like 26, so it could be pretty difficult, but we'll see how it is.
Is this what passes for a castle these days?
Alright, springboard trap there. I'm going to pull this from across. A lot of times if you can damage Pete Poundmore, he'll just stand there and won't do anything. So that's what I'm hoping for, and it looks like it worked out. This is a problem that I have with my castle as well. One of my Pete Poundmores, you can attack him from across this spike trap, and if you do any damage to Pete Poundmore whatsoever, he won't cross the spike trap, which is a little annoying. So he kind of just stands there being useless. A thing that I've noticed is if you put mines in here, knights and mages are going to use them to heal up with their healing abilities, since they can heal off of mines, and it makes things a lot more difficult to actually keep up with sustained damage using these spike traps. So I ended up getting rid of my mine that was in the middle of my castle and just put them all in my boss room except for one. Alright, I missed one of those, which makes me take a bunch more damage. Alright, so the same thing here, because I can attack this Pete Pounder from across here. As soon as I deal damage to him, he's just going to kind of walk around and not try to attack me at all. He's going to go into want to regen mode. Actually, he managed to cross it, which is weird. I guess he was such low hit points that maybe the AI told him to just go for any damage he can. I'm not really sure. The AI is still really weird in my opinion. I don't know exactly how to predict it. Oh, I actually don't have any potions. That's gonna make it so that I end up dying to this castle. Maybe. I might be able to get through it. We'll see. It's unlikely, though. If that would have dropped a health globe, I might have been able to. Alright. Well, I made it to the boss room without needing a potion, but I ended up dying in the boss room. I'll just revive and continue to the end. I should be able to get to the end now, or finish it off without dying again. But yeah, the main problem is the points at which you put your Pete Poundmores in. They can't really always get across it. Like I was showing, you can't. The Pete Poundmore won't cross a spike trap if he takes damage, unless he takes too much, it seems like. So that's the main issue with how your castle is set up right now. It's decent with the sustained damage, but again, like I said, with the mines, knights and mages will be able to heal up as they're going through those spike traps, so even if they take damage, they'll be able to heal themselves up. The main thing that I would say is maybe some of those areas where you have Pete Poundmores, it might be better to put in an IMAX or something. Because he'll be able to shoot across it, and the small area that you have to work with will probably be taken up by one IMAX bolt, so they'll have to rush across and get next to the IMAX and stuff like that. So as long as an archer can't one-shot it from across there, then it would still probably be better than a Pete Poundmore, because Pete Poundmores, their AI is just too abusable when you can attack them from across a spike trap like that. But yeah, pretty good castle. We'll jump into number 2 in just a second. Alright, next up we have Manufactured, castle levels of 29. It was validated on an archer, it looks like. So let's jump into it.
Watch and learn.
Alright, saw that springboard trap there. It's a good thing to have, and then the Hunger Bot is just to push you back on it as well, depending on you know, which way you jump off of the springboard when you're going through. That's going to hit me. The Hungerbot was designed to push you back from this way, and then the springboard was designed to push you back from that way. So that's pretty good. Alright, just try to take as least amount of damage as possible when I'm going across these. The reason why I don't like Pete Poundmore on this specialization is you can see kind of how he's a little bit easy to dodge. When he goes for that big pound, you can just kind of dodge out of the way. And he doesn't really turn like Jimbos and things do. He just continues to smash in the direction that he was facing. So, you know, like Jimbos, if you get on the behind them when they're like powering up, they'll turn and still try to hit you. So it's kind of like a circle around them. Whereas Pete Poundmore's just right out in front of him. If you just back up a little bit or get to the other side of him, he'll miss every time. So that's why I kind of don't like that specialization on Pete Poundmore. I used to like it quite a bit, but that was back when it did more damage, and before Charge also did as high of damage as it does. I missed that springboard trap. I saw the two over here. Oh, that's gonna suck. I might die here. Alright, still alive. Oh my god, I keep missing this guy so much. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this looks like a beginning to kind of a fire mine trap up in here. I can't quite see what's up here. I'm gonna hit the first one to see where it throws me. Yeah, okay, it is. And that killed me. So yeah, that's pretty good. Like, I don't know exactly. I mean, I would have just, if I was going for this castle and I wanted to do it for crowns or something, what I would probably do is just like run through it up to this point, because it was fairly easy up to this point, and then just keep trying to get through this this fire mine trap, because this is pretty difficult to get through. What do we have here? We have 4, it looks like, springboard traps, and then 3 jelly walls with a ton of ballista traps around it. It's a huge point investment, but it's set up pretty well where I don't think it's going to be like easy for anyone to get through. The best way probably would be to like go to the end of the jelly wall and just try to get that first trap to spring, and then once you can walk on top of that, you can jump over it pretty easy. Other than that, like, it's set up so that it'll kill archers a good majority of the time. Alright, I'm just gonna run across this since I've already died once. There's a mine in here, I'll grab it. You have very low level mines for the level of your castle. You must have done a lot of looting to get up to this point. Alright, then once you get to here, the boss room has no traps in it, so you know, if you ran past all of the mobs, it would be pretty easy to kill them in this boss room. But nonetheless, it's a pretty good castle. I think the majority of your focus is on that fire mine trap. If that fails, the castle should be fairly easy after that point. But nonetheless, it's one of the best fire mine setups that I've seen. So pretty good. We'll jump into number 3 in just a second. And lastly, we have Memphis. Castle level is a 25, probably validated on this archer. Fairly high DPS, decent hit points. So let's jump into it and see what he's got in here.
Shouldn't be a problem.
More spike traps. Pretty much the only way to keep people from backtracking through your castle is using these spike traps. So it's good to have at least one room, at least at the front or something, like this, just so people don't backtrack. You know, back to the entrance or something like that. And then I'm assuming that we, at least at some point, will be able to do something different. You know, put some decent mobs like in the next room forward, so that they have to go forward through your castle in order to fight them. I don't know. I think there needs to be some changes before, like, people start making more creative castles, I guess, because people are kind of doing the same thing right now, and because of that, you know, The reason behind that is just because there's not really, like, with the hard cap the way it is, and with creature balance the way it is, there's just not that much that you can do right now if you want to have a successful defense. This was a kind of an interesting, like, springboard trap. I'm not sure what the purpose of it was. It kind of delayed me a while behind this, but it doesn't really do all that much damage. There's nothing really at the end that is super scary, so I'm really not sure about that one. It looks like there's another one here. This one's going to be for a fire mine trap. So I guess I'll try... I'm still not, like, perfect at dealing with these. I'm really not sure the best way of doing it. Alright, well I managed to get through it because I ticked 2 of the springboard traps and got enough stun immunity that I was able to roll, and then my block chance went up super high, even though I was supposed to get hit by probably a lot of those. Because of my block chance I was able to get through it, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2... It's hard to see these sometimes. I think there's 4 of these, but there might be 5. If there's 5, then you should, like, reduce it by 1 somehow. If there's 4, then I guess I just got lucky. And then what I would say about this is you should have at least 1 or 2 ballistas in this area here. If you don't have anything here, like, there's no reason why I wouldn't fight in this area. Like, I don't see why I would go forward into your boss room and fight in here. Because there's trap pressure here, but there's nothing back here. And this is, like, a decent amount of space that I can just kind of maneuver around, even with this jelly wall here. Once I've blown up all of these, I can even fight in this area and use this one as a corner to try to deal with, like, the Zeeks and stuff like that. So I would put at least 1 or 2 ballistas in this general area. Even if you have to add, like, another trap generator here, put 2 ballistas right there. That would be pretty good. Alright. And then all the mines in the boss room is pretty standard as well, so people can't heal up off of your mines as they're going through your castle. So that's pretty good. That's the end of this video for number 3, so we are going to end it here. As always, if you guys enjoyed what I do, please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Your Castles, you can email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. Taking level 16 and above castles. I'm, like, fairly backed up, but it shouldn't be more than a week or 2 before I get to new castles that, like, have been recently added. There's a spreadsheet in the description that you can go to and find out kind of where your name on the like, when your castle's going to get run. I do 3 per video, so I have them all kind of set up like that so you can see generally how long it'll be until your castle comes up. I'm trying to do 2 a day, but I'm failing to do that, at least for the last 2 days. Last week I did, 10 or so in 5 days, so that was good, but I just need to keep doing 2 a day so I can get caught up on these. I'm also trying to upgrade my castle to level 26 and get a defense video out for 26. I'm not sure what I'll change at level 28. I guess I'll probably use a lot of Stairmasters at 28, because I've been talking about how they're quite good once they hit level 28. They do a lot more damage on the AoE displacer field or whatever it's called, so that's good. So I'll probably do 1 at 26. I'll test out Jimbo to see if he's any good still, because I know he got nerfed or buffed. I'm not sure which, because I haven't really tested him yet, but at level 26 he used to be able to one-shot people. If that's still the case, then I will probably use him a couple of times in different situations. I'll try out some unique things with him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.